So, it seems like you're ready to hit that refresh button on your diet, huh? All those smoothie pics popping up everywhere got you thinking, and you sent over a whole stack of research on this smoothie diet thing.
Yeah, it looks like a popular one. We've got reviews, program breakdowns, even a couple of studies you dug up.
You really went all in on this one, and I know you're short on time, but still want the full picture, right? Well, that's what we do here.
Exactly. Let's break down what you've got and see what this smoothie diet is all about.
From what I see, it's all about swapping out 2 meals a day with, you guessed it, smoothies. But I'm guessing you already knew that part.
Of course. But you flagged a study that really caught my eye. It wasn't just about weight loss. It looked at gut microbiome changes in people on the smoothie diet.
Okay, now that's interesting.
Right. They found a correlation between the diet and more diverse gut bacteria, and that's linked to better overall health long term.
Fascinating. So it's not just a quick fix, but maybe a way to make your gut healthier in general.
Exactly. And, if anyone listening wants to see the specifics of this diet, the science, maybe some recipes, they can check out the Smoothie Diet's actual website. There's a link in the description below. But going back to this research, one thing that jumps out is the focus on these specially designed smoothies, not just throwing random stuff in a blender.
Right. The guy who created it, Drew Skudis, he's a certified health coach. So it's coming from a nutritional perspective.
Yeah.
And one review even broke down the nutrition content of some recipes.
And that detail seems to be a big draw for people. It's about making nutrient-dense combos that can boost metabolism and keep you feeling full, not just tossing fruits and veggies in.
Okay, speaking of feeling satisfied, let's talk about the big question. Does it actually work for weight loss?
Well, a lot of the testimonials you sent said some people had pretty big results, like 10 to 20 pounds lost on the 21-day plan.
Whoa, okay, that's pretty impressive. But do we know if that's sustainable? Or is it possible it's just water weight?
That's a good point, and it's important to remember everyone's different. Metabolism, how strictly they follow it, activity levels, all that plays a role.
Absolutely. No magic bullet for everyone in the diet world. If anyone wants the specifics on this program and how it might work for them, they can always check out the website. We'll put a link to the Smoothie Diet site down in the description.
Now, you did mention some skepticism about the long-term effects in your notes, and that's smart to think about. We should dig into how sustainable the smoothie diet really is, potential downsides, all that after a quick break. And for those listening, there's a link to the Smoothie Diet's official website in the description below if you want to check it out during the break.
So we talked about the weight loss potential. But you're right to think long-term, too. One article you sent mentioned that yo-yo thing, where people lose weight fast, then gain it all back.
Yeah, that's a big concern with diets that are too strict. But from the stuff you gave me, the smoothie diet seems to handle that in a couple of ways.
Oh, like a little bit?
Well, for one, that flex day we mentioned. Having one normal meal a week could stop you from feeling too restricted. And that might make it easier to go back to regular eating after the 21 days, without going crazy.
Makes sense, like dipping your toes back into normal food, not just diving headfirst into a giant pizza once it's over.
Exactly. And the other thing, they really stress building good habits, not just chugging smoothies.
You mean that guide with the sample meals and snacks for the non-smoothie times?
Right. It's about giving you the knowledge to eat better overall, even when you're not on their plan.
Okay, that's a good point. It's not just about those 21 days. It's what you learn to do after.
Exactly. Now, you did mention worrying about sugar intake with all that fruit. And that's fair. Got to be careful there, especially if someone has blood sugar issues already.
Always about balance, right? What do our sources say about that?
A lot of those recipes use things like leafy greens, avocado, nut butters. Those can balance out the fruit sugar.
So it's not like a sugar bomb going off every meal.
Nope. And they do say to talk to a doctor first, which is huge ED if you've got any health stuff going on. Oh, you also highlighted some reviews about energy levels going way up. One person even said they'd quit coffee in the afternoon.
Wow, that's wild. What's the science there? Just vitamins from the fruits and veggies?
It's probably a bunch of things combined. The nutrients, the fiber helping your blood sugar, even the better digestion some folks reported.
So it's like one good thing leads to another, healthier gut, absorbing nutrients better, more energy.
Exactly. And then that energy can boost other stuff too. Feeling more like exercising, better mood, good sleep. It's all connected.
This is what I love, finding all these cool connections. Before we get into any downsides of the smoothie diet, quick reminder for everyone. We've got that link to their site down in the description. You can see more about it, some recipes, even what other people said after trying it. Okay, back to those potential downsides. All right, so we've covered a lot, the good, the long-term stuff, but what about the not so good? You always bring up the tough points. I appreciate that.
Well, somebody's got to keep it real.
Yeah.
And it's true. No diet's perfect for every single person. One thing that popped up a few times was the potential for getting bored, Even with 36 recipes, smoothies only for 21 days. Some people might struggle with that.
Yeah, makes sense. Texture, variety, that all plays a part in enjoying what you eat.
Totally. Got to think about that based on what you like in your lifestyle. Big foodie, love trying new things all the time. The smoothie diet might need some extra planning on those flex days to keep things exciting.
Great point. Got to set yourself up for success.
Exactly. And speaking of, one thing I liked from what you sent, they really focus on mindset, staying motivated. There are tips on sticking with it, handling cravings, even what to do in social situations with food around.
Sounds thorough.
Yeah.
So to wrap this up for everyone listening, what's the main takeaway?
I'd say if you're curious about eating healthier in a structured way and you like the idea of smoothies, the smoothie diet might be worth a shot. But like A and Y diet change, do your research, talk to your doctor, listen to your own body. That's key.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Making informed choices, that's how you take charge of your health.
Exactly. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll come out of it loving kale.
Or at least finding tasty ways to sneak it in. That's all the time we have for our deep dive into the smoothie diet. Hope this breakdown of everything you sent was helpful for you.
Remember, knowledge is power. With the right info, you can make choices that really support your well-being.
And on that note, we'll leave you to it. Until next time, stay curious out there.